Lawlessness is hitting an all-time high in the Northeast right now. Like, it's pretty sick to see. There's a couple of different instances here that I want to point out, and also just point out how kind of stupid these situations are. Like, you take a look at this one right here, okay? Store owner, a 68-year-old Korean man, pistol whipped, hit in the head with a hammer in a 20-minute long attack. Now, okay, first of all, I worked in a jewelry store doing security for a couple, on and off for 2-3 years, okay? Like, I got to know a lot of people, and that store is about a third the size of the place that I was looking after, okay? It was high-end stuff as well, and I was very good at my job, very perceptive, and it's also a reason why I can stand on my feet for hours and hours and hours on end, seeing literally nothing and never being bored, okay? I got pretty good at that, okay? So people saying that their job is boring, you didn't have to stand around listening to women just natter for indeterminate amount of times, or simp dudes just showing up trying to win their wives' affection back so hopefully they can get some special treatment on their anniversary. It was a red pill dispensary when you just look back at it in hindsight. But again, why is this guy the only one there at that jewelry store, especially in today's day and age? Like, what are you doing, dude? Good that you had security cameras, okay? Like, there's at least that. But when it's all said and done, prevention is always going to be better than trying to seek justice. But again, you know, you're kind of burying the lead on this one. I'm not going to show you all the pictures because, again, I'm just, you know, kind of freshly back off of a suspension. And one gets pretty graphic, okay? So I could understand getting fucking hit for that one. But sickening video shows an elderly jewelry store owner getting pistol whipped and stomped in the head before he was hit full force on his skull with a hammer during a brutal 20-minute long robbery, according to Ken. Footage showed the 68-year-old Delaware store owner family shows a man dressed in all black. Yes, a man dressed in all black. Okay, don't want to have any identifying characteristics, but just say that it's an Asian man. Got assaulted by a guy who's dressed in black, including a mask, initially pretending to show interest in the jewelry at Solid Gold in downtown Wilmington. Oh, that's where I'm from. They must be on the bad side of town, and they must have got out of the way. The Corn Pop didn't see it. Maybe that is Corn Pop. He was a bad dude. But then he suddenly grabs a Korean-American store owner near his throat and appears to hold a pistol to his head. Despite his victim not appearing to resist, the black-clad thug, oh, that's the first identifier that's on there, okay, slams the weapon into the elderly man's head. Again, I watched the video, and it's not something that I'm really happy to have ever watched, but yeah, it's as graphic as it's described, which I guess is fine, stupid YouTube. Even though the first hit seems to completely daze the store owner, no, we still got 19 minutes and 55 seconds to fucking go through this dog walking. The attacker still hits him 2 more times with the weapon before allowing his victim to slump on the floor behind the store's display counter. Still not done, the attacker clambers? He climbs over the counter, starts stomping the seemingly unconscious man's head. The brutality is caught just 36 seconds. The footage of the 20-minute attack and the raid of the store's owner's son, Steve Suh, said it was otherwise too traumatic to share. Well, yeah, you got your dad getting his fucking ass whipped by some, let's be honest, career fucking criminal, because nobody starts off right here. You know, if he had a hammer and shit, he knew exactly what he was going to be doing, but fucking beating the dude down for 20 minutes before you make your fucking grand heist at the end, like, there's something seriously wrong with you. Like, yeah, okay, they got some stills and shit, and I'm not going to show you all of it because, yeah, man, that's it. It gets graphic, let's just say that, and okay, it doesn't look out of place in a Ric Flair wrestling match. That's what he looks like, okay? Later posted an image of his dad, who he did not name. Just call him Kim. I don't know. Covered in blood after the attack left him gravely injured and in intensive care. Oh, for fuck's sakes. First, he pistol whipped him, stomped on his head. When my father tried to get back up, Suh wrote of his dad's attacker. Then he finally beat him in the head 28 times, with 2 of those blows thrown with a deadly hammer. Hit him with a fucking hammer? Like, the hammer's supposed to be for the jewelry cases. We've all seen these fucking heists go down. But again, what... It's fucking sick. Suh said his dad was left critically ill in the ICU for 4 days after suffering from an internal head bleed and severe concussion. I didn't see any updates on this, and this happened midway through September, so Hopefully he's making a good recovery, I guess. He is relearning how to do the most basic things like walk, read, and talk, he said. Yeah, probably a lot of internal brain swelling. They catch this fuck. While around $100,000 in jewelry was taken, Suh wrote in the posting, I believe that hate, anger filled this person led to many unnecessary blows to my dad's head. Yeah, exactly. If he's incapacitated at that point and you're in front of a case that you want to take, all you need to do, smash the fucking glass out of the top, because it's tempered glass. It's not bulletproof glass, okay? A little bit of fucking inside baseball when it comes to this stuff. You just grab the trays that you want and then leave, okay? But no, this guy was he trying to kill this guy? Like, robbery and assault wasn't enough? I don't know, throwing a fucking murder charge on top of this? Like, what are you doing? He noted how his dad's business has been just scraping by during the COVID pandemic. Yeah, exactly. If this is like an older Asian dude running a jewelry store, his online presence probably isn't that big. I don't know, that's how a lot of jewelry stores went by as well. And then evil opportunists during the George Floyd protest looted the store and left him with virtually nothing, because of course they did. All in the name of racial justice, right? Stop Asian hate. Oh, no, but we can't do that. We can't really run that one right now because it's normally the perpetrator of Asian crimes doing what they do. My father is 68 and his American dream has come crashing to a halt. Yep. Son wrote poignantly of the terrifying attack. After failing to get local coverage, Suh really... You get a violent attack like that in Joe Biden's backyard and he's not championing being the law and order candidate. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense, especially when you get to the description of the fucking hunk of shit that did this attack. Share the video with Dion Lim, the news anchor more than 2,800 miles away in San Francisco, who regularly publicized anti-Asian hate attacks. Can't even get fucking coverage. Like, I seen this posted on social media. Lim noted how police had busted Calvin Ushery for the robbery. Hey, good, we got this fuck. Ushery was charged with possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, yet the robbery, okay. Possession of a firearm in prohibited person, as well as first-degree robbery and criminal mischief, police noted. None of the initial charges appeared to be related to the caught-on-camera assault. He remained in custody on $130,500 cash-only bail. So if he made off with $100,000 in jewelry, and again, yeah, he's probably going to get some more assault charges or attempted murder, because let's be honest, he was swinging a fucking hammer at the dude's head. They're probably just collecting all the evidence, all the security cameras before they go through with formal charges when it comes to that, because again, you got the rest of the stuff that's very easy to charge him and hold him on, so that's where I won't go too hard on this. But for the fact that he had to, the son this is, had to shop this footage out to San Francisco for a specific anti-Asian hate journalist, that shit is sick as fuck. But it's not the only instance of just random fucking assault that happens. Queens subway attack victim. Oh, another subway attacker. Okay, so this one's happening in New York City. Elizabeth Gomes could lose vision in right eye. Yep, Queen's Straphanger brutally beaten by a homeless ex-con. Imagine that. In a shocking caught-on-video attack, may lose sight in her right eye and is now desperately pleading for more cops in the transit system. Elizabeth Gomes, she's only 33. Well, yeah, her face is pretty fucked up, so it's really tough to tell. Was dragged across the Howard Beach JFK Airport Station last Tuesday morning before being repeatedly kicked and punched in the face by Waheed Foster, a 41-year-old vagrant on parole who previously beat his grandmother to death, according to cops. Oh, he's on parole for that. Don't worry about that. I guess he's not a danger to society anymore because he doesn't have any more living grandmothers. Gomes had gotten off the A train and was on her way to Kennedy Airport, where she works as a security guard. Before the sickening 5:15 a.m. assault, as she was trying to avoid Foster, who was ranting about Satan. Oh, okay, cool, and then found a 33-year-old Hispanic lady. All right. But he went after her. The woman and her husband told the Post on Tuesday he was targeting me or something and ranting about the devil. A whole bunch of stuff that you don't even want to hear 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, you don't want to hear that ever. Never. Gomes recounted as she walked with her husband wearing sunglasses to cover the badly wounded right eye to Queen's Court for a grand jury hearing in the case. I'll show you stills, it's just not the entire attack because, you know, that's violence, I guess, or something like that. You know, just trying to point out the lawlessness in these places is verboten on, these social media platforms. Honestly, being a New Yorker, we hear these things all the time. We try to avoid it, Gomes said. And that's just so sad that even though we try to avoid it, these things still happen to us. I can't put that date together. I don't even know how. Yeah, you probably don't remember a lot of it. This guy kills his grandmother at 14 years old. What use to society is he going to be? He kills his grandmother with his bare hands at 14 years old. Clement Tucker. He's injured so many people. Why is he on the street? That's what we're trying to figure out. It's crazy. She's going to lose sight if she doesn't get some help real soon. Her husband added. Yep. You see shit like this go down New York City, okay, Wilmington, Delaware, okay, in many other places, coming very soon to Chicago and Illinois at large as well, with all these bail reform laws that are going through. You're going to end up with situations like this, okay? This happened earlier in the summer, okay? This was just a vape store owner, right? Like, he's not exactly peddling the most upstanding wares, but he still has his own job. He's still got his own store, and congratulations for him. I'm not taking anything away from that. But then when you get a bunch of guys just showing up with fucking balaclavas on, and it's August 5th, you know what fucking time it is. Las Vegas vape store owner defends himself by using a knife to stab would-be robber. That's what you're going to end up getting now, okay? If police don't want to do their fucking job, okay? They don't want to help out the citizenry. They're going to be taking their own fucking safety into their own hands. You're going to end up with a bunch of other calls out there. Instead of for police, it'll be for the fucking ambulance. Or, hey, man, just cut out the middleman and just call for the hearse. Las Vegas vape store owner repeatedly stabbed a crook who frightened him by jumping over his counter during a botched robbery, according to a video and the worker's account of the incident. Yeah, I should have picked on an old Chinese guy and fucking bludgeoned him in the head instead of some spry. Hey, he's also Asian, so he got it half right. Fucking asshole. Video footage showed the brazen broad daylight heist on Wednesday, in which Johnny Nguyen, owner of Smokestrum Smoke Shop, say that 5 times fast, stabbed the unidentified assailant at least 7 times before the robber yelled, "I'm dead." Well, no, obviously you're not. You're still speaking. Oh, yeah. You would have been alive if you didn't want to rob the place, just saying. And fell to the ground. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department officials told the Post the cops responded Wednesday afternoon to a robbery incident at the vape business and would not release further details. It's like, yeah, I don't know what we do about this. Do you want to sue his family for, like, I don't know, spot shot to clean this place up or anything like that? I was scared for my life, Nguyen told the Post on Friday. Yeah, no doubt. They came in. One of them had a bag in front of them. And, like he had a firearm or something. Hey, man, no, this is what you say if you ever find yourself in a self-defense situation. I was fearful for my life. It looked like he had a weapon. I was just defending my life. I didn't have much time to think. I grabbed my knife right next to the register. Nguyen, 22, said it was around 3:25 p.m. on Wednesday when the 2 men wearing black ski masks entered the shop while another stood by the door. 2 fucking dopey white kids. Jesus fucking Christ. Of course, they were the ones to get caught. Unbelievable. Video footage shows Nguyen asking the 2 suspects why they were wearing ski masks. He's like, you know what time it is? And he's like, well, guess what? So do I. When Nguyen asked them to leave, one of the suspects grabbed the tip jar. Oh my God. Fucking, that's when he knew he fucked up. I asked them to leave nicely, but the guy took my tip jar, which was fine, Nguyen said. When they tried to come back and take some more, that's when it escalated. Exactly. He's like, I need a new storage place for this knife. Can you help me out with that? And he's like, sure, I'll just get behind the counter for you. Surveillance footage showed one of the suspects jump over the counter and tried to grab some products off the shelf, fearing for his life. Nguyen said he grabbed the knife with a 3-inch blade. You can kind of see it right there. Hey, it was effective. Okay, it's not the size of it, and it's how you use it. And stabbed the assailant 7 times. Stop, please. I'm dead. I'm dead. The would-be robber said as he collapsed to the ground. Well, is he dead? I remember him saying, please don't let me die. And I was like, well, please don't steal from my store. He said he was sorry, but by that point, he took off his mask. He was trying to get on the phone with the police. He was trying to talk to me. I just ran and wanted to make sure the police and ambulance would get here on time. Brazen attempted robbery at Nguyen's Las Vegas shop happened a day after another business owner in California made national headlines after he shot a robber who entered his liquor store armed with an AR-15 style rifle. This is the type of shit we're going to be getting, and I'm totally fine with this. The store owner being like, it's business time, and then the other guy is like, I got a knife. Defend yourself, regardless of where you're at, okay? If somebody's threatening your life or threatening your livelihood, Know your laws within your state, obviously. Especially up here in Canada, just the prevention is more the cure, because if somebody comes into your house, you basically have to make them fucking tea and then just hope they don't rape everybody on the premises. Fucking shitty country this is. There are certain places that have stand your ground laws, okay? Castle Doctrine isn't in effect, and you should know it everywhere. Massachusetts is very, very funky. Some places you have a duty to retreat. Other places you don't. You should know the laws wherever you're at. All 50 states are different. Some of them more based than others. But if the police and the government aren't going to do anything to protect the citizenry, you've got to take it into your own fucking hands. Don't find yourself in a situation like our jewelry store owner friend to begin with, or that poor lady who got fucking stomped out because she had the devil inside of her. Be a winner like this guy. Be safe out there. That's all I care for anybody who manages to hear this message. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.